Alright guys, this is the floating sheep JEB floor, baby. It's a Firefly floor, JEB floor, void floor. I don't even know what to title the video. It's that many things combined into one. And then, not only is it a floor, it's also a ceiling. This functions as a ceiling and a floor of floating sheep and of nighttime dreams. Now you can literally count sheep. You can put your head down on your bed and literally count sheep overhead. This is what HYME was made for. This is what dreams are made for. This is where dreams are created. Man, this is incredible. So if you guys like this cool little invention I've created here, and you think it looks awesome, and you like the sheep floating around, and it's bringing out a cool little disco vibe to a chest room here, then like and subscribe and watch till the end of the video to see the whole building process. And really guys, like, comment, subscribe, all of that. It helps me a lot. It'll help this video get shared around, and that way people can see the beautiful new trend of planting mobs in your base, in your builds, in an aesthetic way. Because, yeah, these sheep are sporadically placed along with these end rods, and it looks quite nice. I'm a major fan of this build, and I like the JEBs changing colors because it makes it feel like a disco floor or something. Kind of like a party's going on, and this does not scream poverty in the slightest. This is, definitely an enrichment of HYME and the area, so thank you guys for staying tuned, and let me know, what do you guys think of this Enrod Firefly sheep floor? The JEB floor, the JEB ceiling, the void JEB, the floating JEB void. Like, what should I call this, guys? What is a good name for this build and floor idea? And, yeah, I seriously dug all this out and filled it all in, so holy crap, this took a long time, but definitely worth it. This is going to be cemented into the grounds of HYME for all eternity, so this is awesome. But I guess here is a before shot. Oh my, I'm gonna die. Eat chicken, get my sword ready. Get destroyed, bud. Let's see. Before shot. Basically, the whole entirety of the square prism mined out in the center. We've got a bunch of random blocks sporadically in the air, because I kind of just went around like a madman, just mowing down anything in my path. I clearly didn't do a very good job at evenly dispersing my rage, but oh no. It's honestly pretty good. We'll just kind of clear the little bits that we missed as we go about, you know, making the void floor. But now that we have all of that situated, we can actually start to make the part of our floor where we'll get a void, or not a void effect, but we'll get some particle effects around our room. We're gonna be tucking away dirt blocks behind our void wall that we're gonna make. Okay, once you have your beautiful floating dirt ring, it's gonna look something like this, and then this is what we are going to use to hide all of our fireflies. And fireflies, the particles actually travel through walls and through blocks, so if we place a whole bunch of these firefly bushes underneath our chest room, it's going to illuminate particles throughout the entirety of our room, and it's going to kind of match the feeling of the end, the floating end rods. So I think this is a good aesthetic addition to the chest room here. I'm just going around every so often, placing them every other honestly don't know like the specifics behind the firefly bush. I could be wasting them, but if this does generate more firefly particles for me, then that is of great joy. I'm a fan, but who knows? I don't know. I feel like every bush has to like emit a certain amount of particles. But as you guys see, now that we've lined our room with all of these fireflies, we can already see that there's particles filling the room. Okay guys, once you have the start of the firefly outline, you're gonna get some black concrete ready because we're gonna work our way down and continue to make some firefly rings. And we're gonna make every single wall out of black concrete. This is very material heavy, so if you're having trouble collecting all the ink sacks, you're gonna need gravel and sand and ink sacks to make this black concrete powder. Then go and watch my ink tutorial for an automatic ink farm. Look at this black concrete we've got going on. Go and click on this link for the SQUID video. If it's not popping up, it's going to be in the description. Go like and comment. It really helps make the project go by a lot quicker. I basically use Shadow Clone Jutsu to get a whole lot done. I have another account that's just sitting at the ink farm right now, getting all of the ink that we could ever need. And then, you know, I go and collect some sand and some gravel here and there, and then I go get the ink from my clone. And yeah, it's going pretty smoothly here because look at this. This is a pretty large extrusion, 35 by 35 by 45 deep. So it is really large, but we need the extrusion to be this deep because the more layers of black glass we have, the darker it'll be. And since we're going this many layers deep, it's going to be able to act as a ceiling for when we enter the tower at the riverbank down below. Because I'm sure we're going to link up with a bridge to Tyler's area across the river. And then, yeah, we're going to need a nice little entrance down here at the tower at some point. But we'll have a cool void ceiling for a good start. And it'll act as a void floor at the base of the pagoda. So... but yeah, guys, I definitely recommend making the squid farm because it saves a whole lot of time. He's doing a whole lot of work and mining for me right now, all while I'm building. But yeah, guys, do the firefly layers and then do 5 down for every firefly layer, down however deep you want to go, and then fill every single wall with the black concrete. Once you do that, you're going to be... to the next step, which is the layers of black glass. So then we're going to need to go and collect some more sand and have some more ink ready. We've got a lot more black glass to work with, and we've got our auto smelting working with our shadow clone over there at the smelting room. And now we got to keep on working on filling up our black glass layers and then sporadically putting end rods all over the place. Look at that, all of the walls are there. It's a great dark void. It's hard to tell the distance on things. Perception is really hard with all the dark colors. And as you can see, we've got a good foundation going here. I've got a nice little twist that we're going to throw in. But right now I'm just kind of testing the waters and seeing what it looks like. And I'm enjoying it. I do think that the fireflies are adding a lot. They're just floating through the black concrete because we have that dirt line that's behind it. And yeah, I'm just going to keep on making some layers, and we got to build all the way up. So this is going to be stacks on stacks on stacks of glass. And I'm going to destroy so many little turtle homes in the meantime to get this project done. We've got even more glass to put into our auto furnace room. If you guys need a nice auto furnace design, go and check out HYME episode 5. And you can check out the floor design while you're at it too. But this has been putting in a lot of work for me. Thank you, Shadow Clone, for sitting here and watching over the auto furnace for us. Really efficient here, and this is saving us a lot of time, and this is just going to keep pumping out glass while I'm away building the layers and putting down the end rods. So we've got a really nice cycle going, and it's honestly going pretty fast for how big of a project this is. We're definitely placing like thousands of blocks here, so I am impressed with how quickly it's moving along. And the lava farm that we got over there, the dripstone farm, and the auto smelter, all of this all of the preparations we made in the early HYME episodes, it's all coming together and helping us move along for the newer, bigger projects that I'm working on. So it's just really cool to see everything coming together and the quality of life improve as I continue to grow HYME with my friends. So pretty awesome stuff. Alright, now that we've got a lot more layers of black glass going, it's getting a lot more difficult to see towards the bottom, and the fireflies are still coursing all through the build vertically, so it's looking good. Awkward. Like I had full armor and it couldn't even protect him from himself. If that isn't a metaphor, then I don't know what is. Let's get a lever on this. Boom. And now, we push both. Then, break this. Now JEB's trapped forever. Let's try and get out of here by doing that, and then we'll patch up the hole in our glass. Now, do this, and just work our way all the way back to the top. That's how we'll escape this prison we've created, while they will never be able to leave. But they will light up the night, so that's pretty inspirational. Come here, Mr. Buddy. I've got to lure some more sheeps into their eternal, how should I put this? Their domestic domicile. That's a good way to say it. It sounds really nice and inviting. It sounds like they own it, that they wanted this. Yeah, their personal domestic domicile. Here you guys go. Oh wait, I forgot my lead. Thank you, sir. Wait. I think I didn't even name him. I don't want this guy despawning and losing his domestic domicile. Okay, I gotta just pump some glass on this guy. Alright, let's get this glass placed down now that we've got him pushed out of the way. And then let's push him back and get this. Boom. Trapped forever. Delete the pistons, not the buttons, otherwise he will escape, as I've learned. Fill in the void, and boom. Another great resident to our pagoda. Thank you for stopping in. Alright guys, well, no sheep were harmed in the making of this video, but we have a few more JEBs put into place and a few more of our counting sheep are aligned with the stars, and so I think it's safe to say that we've got a pretty nice finished product here. I am a big fan of these JEBs. And they will forever be cemented as part of HYME and as a part of this build. And you guys can be cemented as part of the HYME empire by hitting that like button and sharing this video around. Let's show everybody the beautiful floating JEB floor. And thank you guys so much for checking this out.